actually yesterday on Friday.
Oh snap! We are live. The first live ever. What am I doing? I don't know. What's going on? Should I put my glasses on? No, it's gonna mess up my screen. What up? What up? What up? Man, oh man, guys, what's going on with the market right now? BTC is making some moves. I just had the chart up. Look, we made a video the other day saying, hey, if this thing moons, are you guys really ready? Like, are you guys really ready? Do you have the hardware wallets in place? Do you have your exchange wallets in place? Do you have your web-based browsers wallets in place? Do you have your collector coins? Check these out right now. They're awesome. Anyway, look. All right, what are we going to talk about today? I don't know. I'm in the middle of trading right now. And for some reason, I said, hey, why don't I go live? Because I've never gone live before in a while. And I want to just talk to you guys. I'm sorry. Let me lower this. That's one of the trading groups I'm in right now. And we're just talking. We're all talking. We're getting ready for the move. A lot of people are already in the move. Let me pull up the chart so I can have this available for me to look up. Man, oh man, I should have like a screen share for you guys, right? So you're just not looking at my ugly face, but I don't have any of that set up right now. So you're just gonna have to deal with all of this at the moment, okay? So I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to deal with that. And at the same time, man, I don't like this because it reflects the screen. Yeah, that's just weird. I feel like now I'm just looking at myself. Yeah, we're just gonna take the glasses off. Assets over liabilities, the digital asset of the future. I hope you guys are really taking this consideration. So we still have about 7 ASICs mining right now, and they are super expensive. What the fuck? Man, they are super expensive. Mining through this bear market, the last 2 years since the top. Wow, man, I'm trying to tell you, it's been crazy. It's been super expensive, but at the same time, we're not giving up. We're still getting things done, and that's it. So let's see how I can get this set up properly. I don't have access to this feature. What you talking about, Willis? All right. All right. Let me see what I look like on the left here on my other computer. So there's a few things you guys should be aware of when you are gonna interact with the blockchain, right? If you're gonna interact with different decentralized applications, they're called dApps. A lot of people were talking about yield farming before and NFTs, and then that fell off, right? Volume came down super heavy, and everyone was just like, yo, I don't know about this anymore. I mean, I don't blame them. It's kind of tough to stay engaged, especially when you're not making money, and especially sometimes when you're the only one in the room, right? You go to your Discord community and no one's really talking, no one's really communicating, but there are still amazing communities out there that have been really just excelling and just communicating and just helping each other during this bear market, during this consolidation time frame, right? So remember, when we're looking at charts, if we haven't made any new highs or new lows and we're staying range bound, right? So that that's just consolidation, right? Let's just keep it easy and simple, and not make it more difficult for ourselves. So if anyone's new to my channel, I appreciate you stopping by. I am a fanatic for these coins. I love these things, man. They're so fun. They're so fun. So I just got a new one. We got a Litecoin one here and another Bitcoin one here. And if anyone knows that I talk about hardware wallets, SafePal is my favorite hardware wallet. The reason why I like SafePal is because it adds an additional security layer when you want to sign your transactions. Now, we also have the Ledger, right? The Ledger is another hardware wallet. You know, it is what it is. The Ledger is a great hardware wallet until they came out with this whole thing about this recovery feature they wanted to do. And that just rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like the recovery feature. Whether or not they opt in and do the feature, just the capability to do that is just makes me feel some type of way. So at the same time, I'm like, all right, let me start learning more about hardware wallets and start learning more about why one hardware wallet is different from another hardware wallet. But to, not to get super technical and boring and shit, right? So look, the goal is to have multiple wallets, right? You don't really want just one wallet. Okay. So, depending on what you're going to do on the blockchain, and which decentralized application you're going to interact with, could also depend on what type of wallet you're going to use. Now, we have MetaMask wallet. MetaMask is a wallet, a web based browser wallet, right? So, if you have Chrome, for example, you can add the extension for the MetaMask wallet, and that will allow you to connect and interact with all types of decentralized applications. So it was started and created for the Ethereum blockchain, but it it has grown into a more interoperable cross-chain web-based wallet. So you can now interact and transact with Polygon or Arbitrum or Optimism. I believe Solana now too. I mean, just really any blockchain, you can go ahead and add that network to the to your MetaMask wallet. We're gonna create another video on that later down the line. One of my older videos, I probably have that up too, where we've gone into that. So my journey started off with understanding blockchain as an investor, right? I wanted to say, hey, how can I be part of the next moon, right? And when I say moon, I mean, how can I be part of the next use case that solves solves a problem for a billion people, right? So if you have a problem for a billion people and you provide the solution for those individuals, right? And then essentially that that asset or digital asset or community could potentially appreciate in value, right? Remember, everything discussed on this channel is not financial advice, but I'm going to share with you guys how I create and make the insight reports for our members at W3MCT and the things that we go over. See, at W3MCT, we discuss three things: marketing, collaboration, and training, right? So Web3 marketing, Web3 collaboration, and Web3 training. And the way I was able to gain all of this information was by being interactive in a wide range of communities. So through the Encode Club, through Learn Web3 DAO, through Token Metrics community, through Masari, through the Blockchain Educational Network, through ETH Global, through Solana, and what they're building, through the various hackathons and conferences and virtual events. So it's just really just being engaged in all of these different communities and understanding the problem that they're trying to solve. And one of the things that I found out from this research is that a lot of these projects are 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 implementing this Web 2 capitalistic strategy in Web 3, and they're not finding that much success. So you say, well, why aren't they having success? Well, is it because, oh, it's the bear market, so no one's having success? Well, I mean, yeah, we could use that answer and cop out, and that could be super, super easy. But I mean, what about the communities that are having success during the bear markets? What do you say to them then, right? So, what do you say about those individuals, or not individuals, or those communities, right? So, this is worse. I mean, you can see my screen and everything like that. My nose wasn't stuffy before, and then for some reason, my nose is stuffy. All right, so so they are they are doing something different, right? They're having success, but they're doing something different. And what they're doing differently, we're going to discuss in this video, and in this live session with you guys all right now. I'm just waiting for my charts to come up because I do trade um, the markets every day, and I don't want to miss out on a trade while I'm talking with you guys at the moment. So I'm just waiting for this to come up. And then if you want to follow news and all that stuff, there's plenty other channels that go into news and headlines and all of that. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here right now to focus on one thing and one thing only. And that is to make sure each and every single one of you is prepared for the next bull cycle, right? Whenever the next bull market arrives, I want you guys to ask yourself this question. Are you sure that the current foundation you have in place is properly set up, that you won't run into any security vulnerabilities? What do I mean when I say that? The digital assets that you have, are they properly and safely secured? Is your private key safely secured? Do you even know what a private key is? Are you relying on the exchange to keep your funds safe? Are you taking the steps to at least have a foundational set of knowledge so you are aware of securing your digital asset, right? The last thing that I want for anyone is that they put their capital in a certain altcoin or a certain project, and guess what, it happens to work out, right? Like, imagine the situation where you put your capital in a certain project and it 100x or 1000x or 10,000x, right? Like, and it actually happens, right? The dream scenario, like the dream scenario, right? The moon scenario that we're all just dreaming at night, that we're all thinking about, we're all contemplating, the opportunity where you wake up the next day and you're like, oh snap, oh snap, I just leveled up heavy. Oh snap, that $100 is now 10,000, or that $1,000 is now 100,000, or that 10,000 is now 1 million, like whatever number it is, right? Are you really prepared? Do you have the wallet to secure your digital assets? So, why do we want multiple wallets? Okay. We want multiple wallets because when we interact with the blockchain, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of different things. So when you go to the bank, or not, no, rewind. Like, no, let's take it back. When you go to the store, right, and you purchase an item, the cashier, the clerk doesn't say, hey, you only got $10 left in your checking account, right? Like, they don't know that. They don't see that. Or they're like, oh, you only have 0.000009, Bitcoin, right? They don't say that. Or they don't say, hey, oh damn, you got about 10 BTCs. Let me get a couple of them things, right? They don't say that, right? But currently, with the network, right, and transacted with Bitcoin, whenever you send to someone else, they can see your bag, right? So Litecoin, which is really crypto, I don't like to say crypto, but Web3 digital assets, like it's Web3's best kept secret. And the reason why it's important is because Litecoin creates a positive use case solution for businesses. Okay. Businesses will be able to transact without showing their bag. So there's this feature on Litecoin called MWeb, also known as Mimblewimble. And Mimblewimble is a feature where you can set up a wallet, and this wallet, right, it could be a desktop application on the it's called Litecoin console, not console, is it Litecoin console? I wrote the article. It's available at lookintolitecoin.com. And when you go to lookintolitecoin.com, and if you search, I believe if we search Litecoin node, right, you'll see, or the name of the article that I've written is called Lighten Up Your Litecoin Experience, a step-by-step guide to setting up a full node on Windows. So I'm going to quickly read this to you guys. So if you want to set up your own Litecoin node. So Litecoin is a popular cryptocurrency that was created in 2011 by Charlie Lee. It's based on the Bitcoin protocol, but with a few modifications to make it faster and more efficient. A full node is a computer program that runs on a device connected to the Litecoin network, and it helps to keep the blockchain decentralized. So running a full node is essential for the Litecoin network's health and security, and it's a great way to get involved in the cryptocurrency community. So in this guide, we're going to show you how to set up a full node on Windows for the Litecoin blockchain. This guide does assume that you have some basic knowledge of computers and can follow simple instructions. You can go to, so this is litecoin.org, okay? And you can download the Litecoin core. When I wrote this article, the current version was 0.21. Let's go ahead and let me type in litecoin.org and let me see what version is available right now. Sorry, guys, I need to pause and go blow my nose. My nose is like it's stuffy at the moment. Litecoin Core 0.21.2.2 is the current version. And so you can set it up for Windows and or Mac. Okay, so to get started, you're going to head to the website, litecoin.org, and you're going to download the latest version of Litecoin Core. Now, this software is used to run the full node for your PC or computer, right? This article is for people using Windows. I can actually write another article for people on Mac, but it should essentially be quite similar. So once you install Litecoin Core, right, and you've downloaded the software, you can double click on the file and you'll start the installation process. Then follow through the prompts to install the software on your Windows computer. You're going to use the default installation settings, unless you are an advanced user and you have some other specific requirements to add. But the Litecoin Core is important because it helps you to secure and be part of this new ecosystem, right? So when you're running Litecoin Core and you open up the application, it's going to ask you to say, hey, we need to store some of this blockchain data, right? And you need to let us know where we're going to store this, right? So first thing is you need to make sure that you have available space on your computer. right? So we need a minimum of 500 gigs of free space available, and that's to store the current and future blockchain block storage. Now, you can choose different location, but it's recommended to keep the default location and always have that as the place for storage. Now, the next step is a little bit advanced for some people. And for anyone that was involved with helium or setting up the helium hotspots, right? We had to go through this process at that time in the early stages called port forwarding, and port forwarding allows the inbound and outbound connections, right? And so that's why you need to set up the port forwarding. So port forwarding is a technique used to allow these external devices to access your network, right? To port forward, you need to access your router settings and configure your router to allow connections to your computer. This step is essential as it allows your full node to communicate with other nodes on the Litecoin network. Now, so that being said, when you're using a full node or setting up a node, right, to secure the blockchain, you can use something like this. Oh shoot, can I get this on camera? Ah, I don't know if it's gonna if I have enough range. The wires. Oh crap! I unplugged it. Damn it! Oh son of a gun! All right. Well, oh son of a. Oh, it's too late. I'm already in it. I'm already in and out. It's too late. All right. Oh my gosh. Damn it. Wait. So this little device is um a node that I've created using a Raspberry Pi. This Raspberry Pi has a M2 SATA SSD. I believe it's 1 terabyte for it that's connected on the bottom. So I use this specifically to run the full node. So essentially, what we can do is you can use a Raspberry Pi and have this be your hardware wallet, right? As well, right? You can use this as a hardware wallet. You can use this to run and store the Litecoin core, but it's a little bit more difficult setting up with for a Linux base. But um, another tool that was out there and available was the damn it, I can't make that reach for you guys, but it was the Future Bit Apollo. They had a device available as well for anyone to get that set up, and I believe it was using an Orange Pi board, if I'm not mistaken, for the Future Bit Apollo. So, but when you go through the port forwarding process, it will then turn your Litecoin core into a full node. And one of the ways to know if it's working properly is by checking the mempool, right? The memory pool. And under the memory pool, you'll see current number of transactions. And if that number starts going, and then in the network for number of connections, you see in and out, and you see numbers there showing as well. So if anyone's interested, please head on over to lookinto.litecoin.com for the full article and guide available. Look into litecoin.com. All right, so while that's being done, man, I'm so sorry, guys. I need to go blow my nose. I'll be right back on it. Well, you know what? We're just gonna end it right there and keep it short and simple. We're already at 24 minutes. This is just a practice live. Stay tuned. We have the studio. It's oh man, it's like this close to being ready, and it's gonna be fantastic. We have a line of guests that that's gonna come talk, and we're just gonna really get it in and communicate about digital assets, the digital future, blockchain, Web3, new projects, new Web3 gaming projects like Big Time or Star Atlas, right, or Gala, or some other projects that's currently being released right now. And anyone that's interested in learning more, head to W3MCT.com. It's W3MCT.com. My name is Simon. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you guys. You're awesome. I'll catch you guys on the next one.